there, it's Jo here from Creative Empowerment. Today I'm back with another video where we're looking at different spreads, and today's spread is using the Earth Warriors Oracle, which is a new Oracle deck for me. It's by Alana Fairchild, and we're going to look at the Earth Mother Speaks spread or layout. So I really haven't used this deck at all. I've taken it out of its box and I've given it one bit of a go, and that's it. So now I haven't really gone into the meanings of the cards before I've shuffled for them, and I feel that I don't need to do that. Sometimes I actually really feel like I do need to know what I'm pulling when I'm pulling it, but today for this particular spread or layout, I don't feel like I do, because it feels to me it's kind of a general opening up of things. So card 1 is, what is the guidance from Mother Earth to enhance my physical life and well-being? Padma Sundari, out of darkness the light is born. So now Alana Fairchild's guidebooks are really long. You know, there's a huge amount of detail here, and I won't be going through all of that. Out of darkness the light is born. The light is powerful enough to survive exposure to the darker side of humanity and remain pure, empowered and effective. Trust in your spiritual purpose as a light in this world. Trust particularly in your ability to bring purity, order, grace and light to disorder, chaos and destruction. The divine is ever by your side and ever within your heart, assisting you with higher purpose in all ways. Now, I love how bright this card is. All issues can be healed through the unlimited recourse and creative resourcefulness of the divine. You are destined to be a part of a creative solution for issues you have in your life or that exist in the world and touch your heart. A problem only exists so that the divine genius can resolve it. Struggles are sometimes the best way for us to learn something we need to understand for our life journey. Trust that when you ask for help, even apparently impossible situations can be turned around. Even though I've been looking at the guidebook, I haven't been really getting a strong message from the guidebook about, you know, my physical health and well-being from this card. But if I look at this card, what it feels like to me is that it's talking about creativity. Like, there's so much color here. There's a lot of healing coming through the hands, you know, that decoration, that big expansive heart, and also the third eye and that energy, you know, coursing through this body. So for me, this card is talking to me about enhancing my well-being through creativity and through color. So they're the things that I'm taking from that particular card. Card number 2, and what is it? Number 10, and it is Katiaki. Again, I told you these cards are new to me, so I am just learning on the job, as they say. That's a good way of describing it, learning on the job. And this card position 2, what is the guidance from Mother Earth to enhance my emotional life and well-being? So this is my emotional life and well-being. This is the guardian of Patanuwa. Goodness knows, but I am going to really not do a good job of that that name. Search within for the ways you can express guardianship of the divine feminine. Your relationship with Mother Earth is sacred, empowering and healing. You are destined to become more spiritually intimate with her, sharing her creative potency and wisdom. Lean into her and trust in her support, even as you serve her by courageously voicing truth. Friend and healer, as you dedicate yourself to her, she dedicates herself to you. So this card talks about letting go of past issues around feeling abandoned, not feeling supported, and knowing that those issues don't serve you anymore and don't belong in your worldview. Trust that you belong here and that the Earth Goddess will support you. And it says, you know, about your sensitivity, and rightly so, you're sensitive. Never judge sensitivity or feel that you are overreacting. Allow nature to calm and soothe you so that you can focus on your soul mission. And it talks about, leaving things, having faith and trust in the divine, in Divine Mother, that, everything will happen in divine timing. And then we have card position 3. Oh, wow, look at that card. Viracocha. Position 3, what is the guidance from Mother Earth to enhance my spiritual life and well-being? And this card, wow, this card is really singing to me. It's really, lots of these 2 cards here, like vibrancy, green, so healing, and feeling like that sort of iridescence coming from these cards, like they've got a light shining from within. Honor the light, Viracocha. You are a light bearer. Your sole purpose is to redress the presence of darkness on this planet through shining the light. You are meant to do this in the ways that feel most uplifting to you, what brings brightness to your spirit. Do those things. How can you create a loving legacy to remind others of the light? Exploring and expressing the light in ways that remind you to seek and others to seek light is a way to fulfill your divine destiny. Your light is powerful. Use it. Some of these cards I feel like I'm drawn to read the second part, and other cards I don't. I feel like I actually understand this card. I feel like this is, there's a lot of healing coming through both of these cards for me. And I feel like there's a connection to nature, but also, is allowing that light and that vibrancy to come out. Like I can't even describe what it is about this card, but I feel a really strong connection to it. And I've had this before. The last time I've only used these cards twice, and this card came out for me that day as well. Card 4, what is the guidance from Mother Earth about how I can give back to her most right now? And this is the spirit of the warrior. Though you yearn for peace, you recognize that without truth, genuine peace can never be. Even if it triggers an upheaval of transformation, the need to set things right is strong in you. This is the inner drive of the spiritual warrior. The compelling soul needs to uphold truth, goodness, and justice. You will fight for these things because that is your way. Spirit warrior, trust, see and feel the positive impact that you are making in the world. You are relentless and the divine is with you. This is about not giving up, not letting that defeat, despair and frustration hold you back, and knowing that, these things, the things you want to do are really worth it. Keep going, despite any setbacks or any feelings of aloneness or separation. Just bringing you in a little bit closer so that you can see these cards a bit clearer, because I really love the strength of the design in these cards. However, there's an element here that challenges me, but I feel that the best cards often do, that they challenge me to go beyond. This spread is something that I've done for the first time today with you. I didn't practice it. Most of the others I do practice them before I come on, or I've used them myself before I show you. And this one just was, calling out to me, just wanted to be used. And I find that I don't have a strong connection with the messages that are coming through in the way that the spread's been designed. Having said that, I feel like I'm getting some strong messages from the cards themselves. And so sometimes when we're doing readings for ourselves, it's really hard to take away the things that we already know and the things that are already going on in our lives. But I feel like I'm out of darkness, the light is born. And I feel like I'm being told to be more creative with this card. I feel like that's the advice that I'm being given. My true spiritual nature is going to be enhanced when I am more creative with myself and others. This card here is about not giving up, letting go of feelings of abandonment. And part of our spiritual journey is experiencing that feeling of separation from Source. I feel like I've experienced that I'm not saying it's more or less than anybody else, but for me it's been, a huge thing in my life, that spiritual separation and feeling alone and on my own, not feeling unsupported. And I feel like that I understand that, and that, that's a way of enhancing my emotional life and well-being, is to know that I am supported, know that I am connected, and trust that there are people around me and within circles around me that I can trust and that I can connect with like that. And then we have this one, which is just bolting out of the blue for me. Viracocha, honor the light. And I just feel like it's like almost like me looking myself in the mirror, not egging myself on, but really demanding myself to honor myself, to honor that light within me and not give up, not dim the light, but be the light, be that light that I've brought here to this planet, and explore it and express it in the way that is right for me, because everybody's here for a different journey, for a different way of expressing their light, and I feel like I'm finding my way. And then we've got Alana, spirit of the warrior. This is about me not giving up. This is about me knowing that what I've been doing on this planet, what I've been working on through my own stuff, is how I'm going to give back to the planet. It's understanding that the investment that I'm making in myself is going to be the gift that I then share with the rest of the world. Even though it may be through a lot of transformation with the butterfly up there, but knowing that I am a spiritual warrior and that I will continue to move forward, and that is my way, and that I just need to keep moving and honouring myself. So even though this particular spread, I don't believe that the messages that came through for me were designed to sit well within that spread. Like, they're talking about from Mother Earth, and maybe it's just me not getting the message myself, but I feel like I'm getting this message, and maybe I'm just seeing it or hearing it through a different methodology. Thank you so much for joining me today. Really love to know your thoughts about the Earth Warrior Oracle and this particular spread that we did. Earth Mother Speaks. And if you've had more success with it than I seem to have had today, please like, share, and support my channel by subscribing. Hope to see you again in the next video. Bye for now.